Okay, this gives a complete overview of the price matrix system. This is similar to the Business Vision customer specific pricing, but it has many more options for putting pricing in for the customer. So if I go into the customer, first of all, inside the customer, there's a tab that has price matrix. This shows all of this customer's pricing. If I want to add a new price for a customer, simply click on the new button and put in the item that I'm going to give them the price on. If I leave warehouse blank, it will give him this price for all warehouses. If I put the warehouse in, it will give him the price for only this warehouse. In this case, I can now choose the unit of measure that I'm going to give him a price for, set the price by choosing pricing method of price, and type in the price for the item. Okay, that is how Business Vision does the price matrix. At this point, we can add quite a few options. We can now choose the minimum, so they have to buy 12 of those items before they get that special price. I can also set a reason for this price, and I can go look up and choose several reasons. So I can go new, and I can give it a contract code. So I'm giving it a contract number. And I can give it a color. So if it's contract pricing, I may want to make this a different color that shows up on our sales order. All right, then I can, if I save it at that point, it just gives this price to that customer for quantity 12. I can also add more quantity to this and go more prices. I can also give it to just the customer's single ship to, so the Vancouver ship to at this point. I can set a date range to this, so starting today and ending at the end of next year. One more setting I've got is something called high priority. If the customer has this item as a price under a product code discount or grouping, then that price might be higher or lower. But if I want to force it to be this price, I can set this as a high priority, then it will take this price, even if we are set up to be match lowest price. So this is inside of a customer. If we go inside of the inventory item, I get virtually the same interface, except of course here, when I go to the price matrix tab and I add a new one, it's already got the part number filled out. And here I get to choose my customer that is getting the price. So in this case, I could assign it to a customer by looking up customers here, or I can assign it to a territory. So I can give this price just to the one territory, or I can give it to a customer type. So here I would look up customer types and select one from the list. So education in this case, and give a price of $2.99 if they buy 12. And only the customers that have been set up as an education type will get that. All the other settings still apply. Now, the other place where I see all my prices in my price matrix, if I go to my price matrix tab, here's all my customers' pricing. And I can sort this by part number any way I wish, by unit of measure, by product code. But one of the important columns to sort by is the margin column. So if I go to that and sort by it, I see here that I've got some items that I'm getting very low on the margin. Or in some cases, I'm selling it for less than cost. The danger of customer-specific pricing is that as your costs creep up, also do your sell prices do not go up with it. So one of the ways to prevent that is if you add a new price matrix entry and you give a margin instead of the selling price, and you set this at 25% margin, then you choose your customer or customer type at this point, then it will maintain a margin for whatever item you choose at 25%. Okay, in this area we can also do overall prices for all customers. So if I go new price and I want to put all my batteries on sale for a given time, so from today until the end of the week, all batteries have a discount of 10%. And if I save that now, every one of my customers will get that 10% discount. If I choose one of the other criteria for customer or type or territory, then it will only be given to that one territory or customer. I can also put individual items on sale to all my customers. So if I choose an item out of my list and put it at a 10% discount for that same date range, then all my customers will get that at that discount as well, or a price, or any of the other criteria. Okay, the other way that pricing can get into the price matrix is if I'm doing a quote or an order to one of my customers. So if I choose a customer and I put an item on the order, or two, okay, so I have two items on the order that already have a price matrix on it because it shows back with this green color in the background. The second item has never had a price for this particular customer. I can go in here and change my price, and then if I choose the store prices button, I can either do selected or all. So in this case, I know it's just the one, so I'll just choose selected. It wants to know if I want to update this for all warehouses and also whether I want to update it for regular prices. So if I would have left that at $600 the way it was, but I do want it stored in the customer specific pricing table, I would also check off the top option. So now I have that item in the customer's price list, which can be edited at any time from the customer or from the customer or from the price matrix or from inside the inventory item.